welcome back.
Boy.
So I think I didn't show off the shop the first time I bought something from it. So I figured I'd do that now.
Is that a plant with a machine gun in its mouth?
Yeah, it's a Gatling Pea.
Oh, okay.
So you can kind of imagine what that does, right?
It's pea.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck, man.
Oh, okay, so what is your favorite mechanic in video games? If you answered Fog of War, then you're objectively wrong, because Fog of War is terrible. But you're in luck, because that's what World 4 is. There's a lot of fog, as we'll see shortly.
It sounds like you're enjoying this. Did Crazy Dave just say he jumps out of the fog and, attacks people?
He might have said that. He's crazy. He does a lot of weird things. So you can see our gimmick for this world is, half our screen is just covered up by fog, and we can't see anything. And it's awful, and it's dumb.
Can you plant plants?
Yeah,
fog?
You can plant things in there. You just won't be able to see them.
Huh. And it's nighttime, and we have water mushrooms.
Yeah,
totally
we had the sea shrooms, or
totally a thing.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying that magical mushroom.
It is.
Shoot.
I have those.
Well, that sounds like you have a drug problem.
No.
You can kind of see.
Yeah, but it feels really claustrophobic and not fun for the most part. It gets frustrating because you can't really see if some of the zombies that move faster, like a pole vaulting zombie, you probably won't be able to see as it goes through the fog, especially if they're in the top lane.
Gotcha.
And you can't really tell what type of zombie is coming until it's a good deal of the way to you. So yeah, not a big fan of World 4.
4 is always the worst world, other than maybe 2. Just in general.
Yeah, take your word for that.
Yep. Same with seasons, with shows. That's just a rule.
Alright. Well, the season 2 is usually good in shows. Oh, we have you might hear a little jingle in the background from our new zombie friend.
Reindeer?
No, it's the Jack-in-the-Box zombie.
What? Oh,
it's a zombie with a Jack-in-the-Box.
I'm really disturbed by this.
So, he's in a broken straitjacket, and he just goes around cranking up his Jack-in-the-Box.
Does Jack-in-the-Box do anything?
Yeah, so I think, at a random time, the Jack will pop out of the box and explode, taking out, killing any plants around it. I think in a 3x3 square, just like a cherry bomb.
Gotcha.
So the Jack-in-the-Box Zombies Almanac entry says, "This zombie shivers not because he's cold, but because he's crazy."
Okay.
So maybe him and Dave have something in common.
That's something no one's really ever touched on, is
can zombies be crazy?
Yeah.
Are they really sentient? Well, I guess they're writing us messages and stuff, so...
Yeah, yeah. What happens to the crazy? Maybe, crazy people and, zombies would be cool.
Do you think maybe crazy people become crazy zombies, or...?
No, but, would the zombies even really want to eat the brain? It's kind of like rotten fruit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can see that. Well, I mean, Dave's apparently not having much trouble. He can afford to just sell his plants to us and shit.
So the secret to surviving a zombie apocalypse is the mentally insane.
Well, yeah, but then your quality of life probably isn't great if you're mentally insane in a zombie apocalypse.
Lantern. Nice.
Yeah.
The puns are returning.
So the Plantern is awful. Hate this plant, but I'm gonna use it to show it off for a level or 2. I'm gonna use it for 2 levels and then never again, because it's terrible. What the plantain does is you put it in the middle of the fog, and it gets rid of the fog. You'll also notice, with this level, the fog has gotten closer to our house. It takes up an additional square.
What happens if you don't plant a sunflower right away at night?
Well, you still have puff shrooms and sea shrooms you can try to use to fend them off. It's very difficult.
Hey.
See, Planturn gets rid of the fog, but also for it to be useful at all, it has to be on the front lines. And it probably won't last all that long. Luckily, they're cheap, but they have a long cooldown, so yeah.
Yeah, that's
not great. They're okay. We'll get something better to get rid of the fog later. But for now, we'll have to make do with them. Also, another thing I really don't like about World 4 is it feels like you don't have... there are too many plants that you kind of just need to take, so you don't get to choose that many to help you out. You need sunflowers. Yeah, you definitely need sunflowers and lily pads. You probably want puff shrooms and sea shrooms. That's already half of your plant lineup.
Yeah.
Tangle kelp becomes pretty much well, I mean, not really required, but it's kind of... You definitely want it, for, dolphin zombies and stuff like that. Yeah, and then if you take twin sunflowers too, that's another slot. And then something to get rid of the fog, one of your two options. And I think in the next level we'll be basically required to take another type of plant for the rest of the world, so we'll only really have 3 slots to choose our own stuff with. I don't like World 4 very much. Yeah, I like a lot about this game. World 5 is really good, Worlds 1 through 3 are good, World 4, just... awful.
This is the rainy day of sessions.
Yeah, pretty much.
Speaking about that, let's talk about this weather that we're having in our area for the temporary amount of time.
I'm sure everyone will be able to relate to that.
It's raining a lot.
Yes.
Got him.
This ends the weather portion of this LP.
I'm practicing. You know, I feel like being a weatherman would be pretty hard.
I don't know, you say the thing. Well, it depends on if you mean a TV weatherman, or the person who, actually studies what's going on. I don't know. Because I don't think the guy who stands up in front of the screen...
I think he does.
I think he just reads from a script and someone else, actually figures out the stuff.
Really?
I'd imagine, they'd want to have someone who's got enough stage presence. Yeah, stage presence and charisma.
Yeah, I guess. But I mean, I just think it'd be funny to be, making all these motions in front of a green screen. It's kind of an early sign of, dementia.
Well, I don't know about that. Maybe Crazy Dave used to be a weatherman. Yeah. You should ask him sometime.
If any of our listeners are weathermen, let us know. We probably have 5 listeners at this point.
Yeah, nobody's listening to this anymore. They turned the video off long ago.
Oh god.
Anyway, so the sea shroom also has an almanac entry, as most plants do. Sea shroom has never actually seen the sea. It's in his name, he's heard loads about it, but he's just never found the time. One day, though, it'll go down there. That's kind of sad.
Yeah.
Where some of these plants are kind of depressing.
Where does he hang out? He needs to be in water. I guess he hangs out in pools.
Yeah. Pools, ponds, lakes, rivers. Just never the sea.
What about the ocean? I never really understood, who qualifies water?
They have the the water commissions.
This is apparently the occupational questioning.
They have the water
Really?
qualification commission. Yeah, I figure I have a lot of sun. Put something down.
Okay.
Just make my garden prettier.
Oh wow, we got a cactus. That's
Yeah, so
not
this
gonna
guy
grow.
is, and the guy we'll get
The
in the next
worst
level,
name.
is required for the rest, or most of the rest of this world.
That's the worst name I've ever.
I mean, it's straightforward, like Sunflower. Still don't have quite enough for that Gatling P. Trying to save up for that. Or maybe I did have enough and didn't want to buy it then.
I
Didn't
feel like
actually see
there's
what the money
two
was.
writing teams for this this game. There's one that was like very ambitious and like all like English majors who want to like do plays on words, and the others were just like
Cactus. Sunflower. Look, not everything can be fancy and witty. What would you do for a cactus pun?
like Tactus and give it like a book and it'd be like a librarian, or maybe like a tactician.
It could be like one of those, like in tower defense games, where you get the one that just buffs all the all the towers around it,
Yeah,
and it
or
would be
like
like a tactician. That
mattress.
could work. Okay, that's awful. So you may have, if we have any careful listeners out there who have not shut off the video yet,
Yeah.
you may have heard an audio cue there that sounded like someone blowing up a balloon. That was, in fact, a zombie blowing up a balloon to fly over all our plants. And if you don't plant a cactus to stop him, he will just fly over everything you have and get to your house.
It's really convenient that as soon as they come up with a plan, that one of the zombies starts carrying a seed pack that has the exact foil to the plan.
It's like video games, right?
Why is this game not realistic?
Is this game about using plants to kill zombies? Not. This is just doesn't make any sense. Why wouldn't
Also-
they just keep the seed packs back away from my house?
Why do zombies even have seed packs in the beginning? Maybe. Oh, that's part
Oh,
of the
you
plot.
also may have noticed I forgot to bring a lily pad in
Yeah, I
this
saw
level.
that. I was just wondering about that. I was like, this three-peater.
Luckily, it was a short level, so I used a lot of Tangle Kelp and Three Peters to take care of it. Real quick before the level's over, we have the Plantern's Almanac entry. Plantern defies science. He just does. Other plants eat light and excrete oxygen. Plantern eats darkness and excretes light. Plantern's cagey about how he does it. I'm not gonna say sorcery. I wouldn't use the term dark forces. I just think I've said enough. That's a quote from
You're
Plantern.
gonna get...
No, it's okay. I killed one of them.
Okay, that does nothing, right?
That's fine. Have a pool cleaner.
I know, but...
No, I was just showing off the pool cleaner. 'Cause I don't
Hey,
think I
look
ever
at
let one
this.
see it before. Okay, Blover is great. He's like the best plant in World 4 ever. We'll see him more next time.